Rachel, thanks. Well, the Governor's Prevention Partnership is working with a national nonprofit to encourage people to become mentors. They want to make sure teens and young adults in our state have access to someone who can help guide them through life.
So we're talking to some of our mentors in our lives. Recently, Mackey got to sit down with his mentor, his dad. Check it out.
Well, today I'm joined by Mackey, who's an anchor in Denver, Colorado. Hi, Dad. My first question is, what has it been like to see me follow in your footsteps?
It's honestly been awesome. It's funny because, Brendan has two younger brothers. He's the oldest of three boys. And I always joke with all three of them, never ever follow my footsteps. You didn't want to get in this business too many hours, working holidays, yada, yada, yada. But deep down, I was hoping one of you guys would, but honestly, it's been awesome. It's really a proud moment as a father to see your son do something like this. So it's been awesome.
You know, people of course say we look alike. I am your son, but
sorry about that.
What are some similarities that you see in the way that we both report and anchor?
You know, it's funny because a lot of times, I don't know if I see it, but then I'll have coworkers or friends that will go and see where you are and go, oh my gosh, Brennan's just like you. So I guess there are a lot of similarities. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think we both use hand gestures a lot, look off camera. I don't know because when I'm watching you, I'm watching you like I always have. So whether it's on TV, just in person, you really don't see it as much. But there are certainly a lot of people that tell me that, boy, you're a lot like Brendan and Brendan's a lot like you.
Well, what is something you've learned just by having me in the industry?
The business has changed a lot. It's not like it was. I've been in this a long, long time. You've actually been in it quite a while too, but obviously a lot later into it than I was. There's a lot more, for instance, with social media, having to do everything. So I've actually learned from you as well.
Well, this is fun. My grandparents, they're definitely going to like this. But Dad, my last question for you is, what is some advice that you can leave me with today?
Honestly, it's the same stuff that we've talked about forever. The more you can do, because that's the way this business is. When I first started, many, many moons ago, when it was black and white TV and everyone had rabbit ears, it was, you're writing your own stuff, you're shooting your own stuff, you're editing your own stuff, you're doing everything yourself. Then when you kind of move up in the business, you can kind of focus on, for me, for instance, just writing, reporting, whatever. But then it changes, and the business has changed again, and it's gone back to you still have to go out and shoot, you have to do everything. So the advice I'm going to give to you, which I gave to you when you were younger, is the more you can do. The more you can do social media, the more you can do shooting, editing, you just make yourself more valuable. It is funny, as much as I give you advice and you've learned from me, I've learned from you as well, which is pretty cool.
Well, thank you, Dad. That's some good advice right there. And that was fun. I'm glad we got to do this. And hey, I'll give you a call after this show. Thank you for joining us.
Sounds good.
See you, Dad.
See you soon.
That is so awesome. So sweet.
I was able to get this to my grandma before it aired, and she says she's watched it like 15 times.
What a gift.
Be honest, were you nervous?
No, it's my dad.
On the other side.
Yeah. He was probably more nervous to do it than me.
Yeah.
But no, it's pretty cool. A lot of people get into this business for different reasons. For me, you see me as a kid sitting on the desk, I just want to be like my dad.
That's so nice.
Was it the first and only job that you wanted when you were little?
Yeah. In my third grade yearbook thing, or like the quote, I said I want to be a newscaster when I grow up.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
What did you learn from your dad?
I appreciate what he said, in that he said, listen, I don't want any of my children to go into this. I have said the same thing about my kids. They could be any kind of doctor they want to be.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's very proud.
Yeah, my brothers were smart. They went a different direction.